When night falls, the world enters its own kind of exhale. The noise of the day softens. The expectations, the deadlines, the performances, we leave them behind. And then we lie down, still, silent, suspended. To the casual observer, it looks like we've turned off, like we've disconnected. But what if sleep is not an escape? What if it's an invitation? An invitation to go somewhere far more vast than anything we encounter by day. A place where identity fades and perception expands, where the soul begins to speak in its native tongue, symbol, emotion, sensation. We call it dreaming, but it is so much more. The illusion of inactivity. You've been taught that dreams are random, that they are meaningless noise, fragments stitched together by a tired brain. But that is a misunderstanding, a misreading of the language of the night. While the body rests, the mind becomes more active than at any point in the day. It travels, it receives, it remembers things you never knew you knew. You are not unconscious. You are more conscious than ever, but in a different frequency. Dreams are not echoes. They are transmissions. Chris Langan's cognitive theoretic model of the universe suggests that reality itself is a form of computation, self-aware, self-generating. In that model, your dreaming mind is a live terminal connected to the mainframe of existence. Tesla knew this. He claimed his greatest ideas came not from logic, but from vision, from dreams. He didn't invent by design. He remembered what the future had already built. Through the gates of sleep every night, you cross a threshold, unnoticed, uncelebrated, and yet that moment, the fading of waking thought, is sacred. It is the doorway. The ancients knew this. Mystics called it the veil, a thin line between the seen and the unseen, between the self you think you are and the self you've forgotten. As you enter sleep, your awareness shifts. You are no longer bound by time, gravity, or ego. You are fluid, expansive, boundless. This is the hypnagogic state. And again, at dawn, the hypnopompic. These are liminal spaces, twilight zones of consciousness, where intuition is sharp and the mind is untethered from logic. And in these moments, you can ask. And if you are still, you may receive a question, a symbol, a feeling, a knowing. It won't always come as words. Truth rarely does. The language of the infinite dreams are not simply images. They are metaphors, not stories, but truths disguised as stories. A wave that crashes in your dream may not mean danger. It may be your psyche asking for release. A lion in your dream may not be fear. It may be courage you've yet to own. You must become a translator of your own mythology. You must learn to listen, not with your ears, but with your soul. And when you do, your nights change, and so do your days. You begin to see the patterns. You notice how certain dreams mirror your waking fears, how others seem to come from somewhere else entirely, a place beyond you, but not separate from you. Lucid dreaming then becomes the practice of awareness within this sacred terrain. To realize in the middle of the dream that you are dreaming is to realize in waking life that you are creating. Lucid dreaming is not escapism. It is self-realization. When you learn to work with your dreams, to greet them as guides instead of ghosts, everything begins to shift. You no longer see sleep as absence. You see it as presence. Deep, expansive, intuitive presence. You begin setting intentions before you sleep. Show me what I need to know. Help me understand this fear. Reveal what lies beneath. And the dreams respond. Some are gentle, some are terrifying, but all are sacred. You journal, you reflect, you connect the dots. And over time, the dots become constellations, maps of meaning spanning lifetimes. This practice, this nightly return to the infinite, is not a luxury. It is your birthright. Tesla accessed it, Jung explored it, Greer teaches it, and now you're being called to remember it, because what happens in your mind at night is not random. It is not nonsense. It is not nothing. It is everything. It is the bridge between who you think you are and who you truly are. Between the human and the divine. Between the self and the all. And it is always open. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, what if your dreams aren't just dreams? What if they're home?